Hello Sheikkers, and welcome back to Nerdy Sheik Universe, and today I have a new video for you. All thanks to my buddy VV. Yes, VV, I love you so. Guess what video that is? The 50 random facts about myself. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I wrote them down. I wrote them down on Word. It took me a while, but hey, I got through it. Okay, let's get started before this takes forever. Okay, fact number one. Fact number one. I don't look my age. Even though I'm 30, a lot of people think I'm 20, even 19, 18, 17, and even lower. Heck, even at Ranger Stop, I had some of the Ranger guessed my age, and when I told them that I'm 30, I surprised them. Heck, even Austin St. John had a double take, and Walter Jones was completely surprised. He even said to get out of here. I even had to call back saying, I love you in space cases, which is true. Next fact. My t-shirt style includes band t-shirts, anime t-shirts, and even shirts that deal with pop culture references and funny things that deal with said properties. Like, for instance, I have a Doctor Who shirt that has Britain being chased by Daleks dressed as the other Hutalia. I mean, not Hutalia. Hitalia characters like China, Italy, and everybody else, and chase them, and it says Hutalia, like I tried to mention before. Heck, I even have Vampires Don't Sparkle as one of my shirts in the Twilight font. So that's mainly my major shirt love. Next fact. Speaking of music and band shirts, my all-time favorite band, and will forever be my favorite band, is New Found Glory. Heck, even my all-time favorite song by them is known as I Swore from their self-titled album. Next one, which is fact number 4. Fact number 4 is that I wish they were on Rock Band in karaoke. I mean, mostly with Rock Band, I could get 100 score easily because their songs are so easily sing. I don't even care if they're one of their songs from Coming Home is on there, or their newest stuff. Heck, I wouldn't even mind having a nice little duet of Vicious Love with my fiance Gondress, which features Hayley Williams from Paramore. Next fact, which is fact number 5. My favorite shoe brand is Vans, because they are so versatile and they last for more than 2 years due to how skaters and bikers always wear them during the X Games and other events. And my latest pair is a pair of blue suede ones. Next fact, fact number 6. I only been to the Vans Warped Tour once. Only once, which was back in 2007. And this was around the time that it was a year after me and Gondress started going out, and I met New Found Glory at the time at this event. Let's see. Speaking of first times, the next fact is I finally got to go to Earth Day Birthday. For any of you who are living in Orlando and know what that is, it's held by one of the local radio stations here, WJRR. We mostly went because our friends of Soul Switch opened, and also they had a lot of our favorite bands performing, like Rise Against, Flyleaf. Seven Dust replaced Bush for that show because of due to stalker issues, if you remember that big story. But I was happy about that. Also, since I'm also speaking of first time experiences, my first time being drunk was during a convention weekend, and it was due to the friend that was staying with us. I tried a sip of rum, and I found out that it was not only the I love you drunk type of person, but also a major lightweight. So I can only drink if I choose to do so. And speaking of drinks, my favorite coffee drink is hazelnut iced coffee. And if it's around Halloween /fall/winter, it is pumpkin flavored, either iced lattes or regular lattes. Heck, I even love flavored stuff when it's Christmas. And you know how hot it gets here in Florida. I have to have an iced coffee around then too. Okay, next fact. Hold on a second. If you hear a screen reader, that is my lovely Jaws.
35. 30. 1 Deanna. 23. After Parks. 19. The movie. 10. Most damage in an accident.
Yeah.
I found out that 8. My first time I got drunk, found out that I was 9. My 10. Since I mentioned convention.
Ah, yes. Number 10.
What Linda Duran just used $5 wigs.
Speaking of conventions, I used to do cosplays very cheaply. Like, you know, I didn't actually do what you see in the picture. I mostly did whatever. Heck, there was even used to be a Halloween store near where I lived that sold a lot of stuff, and I used the stuff that I bought from there. Even a pair of black angel wings I used for my dark cosplay. But those are retired for good, because those things are hard to get around a convention area on my back. But I got better since then, which is a good thing.
On and use their stuff. 11. Speaking of cosplay, I'm now including Soul Switch.
Well, since I mentioned Soul Switch earlier, and speaking of cosplay, I tend to use my Soul Switch t-shirts for my Soul Eater OC, which kind of makes sense because they're he has a twin brother, and they tend to switch their Meister roles around, aka switching their soul roles. Unfortunately, the axe got damaged because they're axe meisters. Got damaged in a car accident because it was in Gondress's car trunk, and now it has to be rebuilt. Don't worry, I will try to get it done for a different convention if I decide to do so. Okay, fact number 12. My favorite original character designs I love to do as cosplays are my Pokemon cosplays, which I've done like a Lightning Gym Leader, a Pokemon Ranger, and an Ice Trainer from one of the Ice Gyms, which I love to wear. Her name is Avery. You see most of my videos cosplaying as her, actually, on YouTube. Me interviewing, like, Brian Beacog, Todd Habercorn, and, oh, right, and all of my interviews from Omni Expo a year ago, because that was the very first time I wore that cosplay, but all 3 days. There are other cosplays that I'm willing to design, even one for Fairy Tail, because, speaking of which, my favorite cosplay to do is Lucy from Fairy Tail. And so many people love seeing that cosplay, and even one person said I did a really good job. Trust me, the boots were hard to find. And next up,
Eat a cosplay, Dan 12, 13, 14. Speaking of Pokemon, my all-time fave, but I love his evil look.
And since I mentioned Pokemon earlier, my all-time favorite Pokemon will forever be Raichu. Yes, Pikachu is cute and all, but I think Raichu is cuter since he has that little rat look to him. Yes, he's a rat, not a mouse. If you look at the ears. I even have a little sleeping Raichu plush, which is so adorable. And yes, next fact, I do still play the games to this day, and even though I am blind, I had to have someone be around me while I'm playing the games because I can't read the dialogue at all, and it's hard for me to know where to go to. And I'm now wondering, where's that screen reader Nintendo that I suggested? Come on, you gotta at least start making it. You have the technology. And speaking of being blind, next fact is, when I was 15, I was gonna study for my permit. And when I found out about my eye condition, it was pretty devastating. And if I wasn't, which next fact, if I wasn't blind, I would have had a VW Beetle in blue with a license plate saying Chibi. Where did that come from? Next fact. The word Chibi came from my all-time favorite comedy movie, Dude, Where's My Car? I love that movie. I even use that word since they used it as their way of saying cool throughout the entire movie. And I even love quoting most of the movie's quotes. Heck, even back in high school when I used to be in TV production, me and this one dude always quoted the Chinese food part. If you haven't seen the movie, you got to. Next fact. The only movie that I cried during was A Walk to Remember, which was based on the book by Nicholas Sparks. I know a lot of people cried during Pearl Harbor, Titanic, and many other movies that require you to cry. Heck, even Les Miserables almost made me cry. But no, this movie made me bawl to death. Even when I got home, I was still crying. I even had it on video, and it still makes me cry. Yes, I still have videotapes. I'm not sure if I want to count that. Okay, next fact is I did used to watch a lot of romantic comedies back in high school. I know that is sad, but it was the only thing that was entertaining besides watching a lot of action movies, even though I do love enjoying those. But my favorite chick flick would have to be Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. I love her acting especially in Ever After, despite that not being a romantic comedy with her, but she is cute and spontaneous throughout Never Been Kissed. Do I watch chick flicks still? Sometimes. I did try to find Never Been Kissed on Netflix and Hulu back on Valentine's Day this past year, but no luck.
Reading the suggested Nintendo. The I can do 7 quote quote. 10, the movie. 19. The only movie I cried during. Nicholas. 20. Kissed with Drew. 21.
Okay.
Before I went blind. Well, weeks before I.
Okay, next up is fact number 21, apparently. Weeks before I went blind, I did design my very first cosplay, and that was my own original cat girl character, but in a Naruto style cosplay. Heck, I even had blue hair for that. Yes, this hair right here, it was blue for a few months. And it was twice that I had that blue hair.
An original. 22. There were 3 times I got.
Oh, 22 is the most interesting of them all. Well, one of the most interesting, because there were times when I got sick before a convention, and whatever I got was with me throughout the entire thing. First time was AFO 2007, which was my third one. And I don't know what I got, but it was about to be the end of a college semester, and I felt horrible. Completely horrible. And Gondress caught that cold after that weekend. I also got sick during Omni Expo 2014 when I visited UCF, and I don't know what happened. I got like a sore throat and stuffy nose. Yes, I pulled through the press job throughout that entire thing. That's just how dedicated I was to doing press. And finally, I had an allergy attack at first, and it grew into a cold for this past Omni Expo. If you see my Omni Expo 2016 videos and notice my left eye watering like crazy, yeah, that's what was going on. I was like, okay, please get better, please don't water, please. I need to keep my mascara on because you guys know me, I do a lot of makeup looks. Especially for my new water trainer cosplay, I have to keep my eyes from watering. And yes, after the convention, I got sicker.
And my most favorite ball, DN Angel, 23.
Okay, next one is my all-time favorite manga artist before the blindness took over was Yukiro Tsukusaki. Yes, I used to read manga a lot. If you saw my entire collection from then until now, I had a lot of volumes. For those of you who don't know who he is, or who he is, because they tend to draw themselves with a little bunny mask, or put a bunny plushie for pictures, for interviews. Yukiro created Pilot Candidate, aka Candidate for Goddess, Lagoon Engine, and my all-time favorite, DN Angel. Next fact.
And my most 24. The largest collection
of a plushie that a plushie of a character that I've ever owned was Sasuke from Naruto. Yes, I was a major Sasuke fan, even if he was evil in Shippuden. But now it's taken over by Happy from Fairy Tail. And speaking of Fairy Tail, I was not a fan of Fairy Tail at first. I only saw the first episode and did not like it. And people thought I was crazy because I was a fan of Raidmaster at the time. I mean, Raidmaster before that, which was created by the same person who did Raidmaster. And now I love it. Now I love it. Don't worry. As I said, I cosplay as Lucy. I even have wall scrolls on my walls of Fairy Tail.
Now happy for Fairy 25. Speaking of Fairy Tale, I didn't like it. Thought I was crazy. 26. I'm with a Fairy Tale emblem.
Okay, if you see my necklaces, you could see that I'm wearing the Fairy Tale logo with a fairy necklace and a plain normal looking necklace that I picked up from a stand at what used to be called the Festival Bay Mall, but now the Artagon Marketplace. I used to wear 3 necklaces back in the past, and now started doing it again because it used to be my own originality of style. I didn't care. It was just me.
I used to wear, especially 27. I consider myself as the quote
Okay, next up is I consider myself as the lucky Leo. Reason being, I do share my birthday, which is August 9th, with a former boy band member that came from South Florida. The only time they came to Orlando was for cheerleading competitions. Woohoo! And not sure if he still remembers that, but now, because for a few years I knew about the most interesting thing. My birthday is in between 2 other singers' birthdays. August 7th is David Medeiros from Traverser, and August 10th is which is the day after mine, a major surprise at the time. Now, former lead singer of Slow Switch, Tom West is. I'm gonna miss you, Tom, in the band.
And that is August Singer of Souls 28.
28. Okay, now we're getting into food. Sorry if I'm gonna make you guys hungry, but my favorite chips are Doritos, Cooler Ranch, Pringles, Cheetos, and Cape Cod, white cheddar, and sour cream. I know that kind of sounds gross, but hey, it's my taste buds. 29. For a while, I only put barbecue sauce on anything where ketchup would be. Because there was an annoying one-hit wonder female band that had a song called The Ketchup Song. But now I put ketchup on most of my stuff, but I do still dip my fries into barbecue sauce if available. Next up, I love chocolate, but prefer dark chocolate the most. Next up, my favorite chocolate brand is Ghirardelli. Yay! I prefer it over Godiva because it just tastes better to me, and I do love the dark chocolate sea salt caramel squares that they make. And I've been enjoying some of the newer flavors, but the only flavor I do not like is Midnight Reverie because it is too strong for my liking. And the only time I would eat Midnight Reverie is in the ice cream sundae that you could get at the Ghirardelli shop in Disney Springs. Used to be called Downtown Disney, but now they're referring to it as Disney Springs, the marketplace, the main shopping area, and now Westside. And recently I did go back to the Ghirardelli shop before the House of Blues opened last 2 weeks ago for a concert with Soul Switch, Mr. Bella, Mechanism, and Filth.
Shader answer 20. Wonder Bad having it again at Bristol dip my frock 30. 31. My favorite chocolate brand is special chocolate like the shopping Disney Spring 32. Ever since I went blind, Matthew became.
Okay, now we're pretty much on fact number 32. Okay, ever since I went blind, makeup has become my favorite artistic medium. Especially if you've seen those videos I mentioned, the Omni Expo videos, my Holiday Matsuri videos even. Those looks are made with some of the palettes I own. I am, next fact number 33, I am a major makeup brush hoarder, all because I can't use paint brushes as much as I used to, but I do have a lot of makeup brush sets I got from Ipsy and Amazon. Heck, even I got one Real Technique set from Ulta and their little special makeup bags. They came with some brushes. And even their next, even e.l.f., I did get one brush set, all thanks to the gift card after having my order mixed up last year. Fact number 34 is my favorite palettes to use are the NYX Dreamcatcher palettes, which are the Golden Horizon, the Stormy Skies, and Dawn to Dusk, or Dusk to Dawn. I think I got that reversed. The e.l.f. blush palette and the Coastal Scents blush palette, because I like using those blushes. I do like the e.l.f. shimmer palette and their illuminating palette too, but those palettes are my favorite ones. Okay, next.
33. Rest from you and got a gift card 34. My favorite palette 7 cents blush 35. I saved the heart tin from the
number 35. I saved a heart tin from some Valentine's chocolates that my dad got me that were Ghirardelli, and I use those for my eyeshadow singles. Number 36.
36. My favorite things I got in a subscription.
Oh, my favorite. Number 36. My favorite thing to get in a subscription box, and that was from BoxyCharm. And they are the Coastal Scents Revealed palettes. Number 1, 2, 3, and the Smoky. Even though I'm sad that I am no longer getting BoxyCharm after this box, but that was a great thing to get because it did save me on picking them up, and a lot of people did complain about Revealed 3 and Smoky not being pigmented enough, but if you saw my Urban Decay Naked Smoky versus the Revealed Smoky, I did mention you have to use a pretty good primer in order to get those shadows to work, and I still make them work. So, yeah.
37. I tend to get nude, pink.
Number 37. I tend to get nude, pink, red, and purple lipsticks. But nowadays, I have been stepping out of my comfort zone of those colors and been trying more bolder colors such as blue, green, and I even have a gunmetal colored lipstick by Kat Von D known as Ion, which is a pretty popular color according to Sephora's website, but it's very shimmery with the silver glitter.
Comfort zone to more bold. Kat Von D 38. Wrinkle lines or eyeliner pencil 30.
Number 38 is one of my favorite facts, which is where I tend to use multi-purpose a lot of drugstore products, such as the Wet n Wild eyeliner pens for wrinkle markings, and I did use the Silver NYX Jumbo pencil for outlining certain body markings, but the ones I use the most is the Maybelline color tattoos. For body markings, I tell people to use these things because they are very versatile and they don't budge. Even a friend of mine tried to do this on one of my arm bands one time when I was doing my Dot Hack cosplay, and no budging at all. It kind of shows that stuff stays in the Florida heat. And it was during Metro when I first did that cosplay. And very heavy too.
Wrinkle lines up. The most is the made-up grease stains. 39. I only got 2 YouTube.
Number 39. I only got 2 YouTube collab palettes thus far. I have the Vegas Nay Too Faced Stardust palette, which was out last year, and it was limited edition for a bit. I got it for Christmas. The reason why I put it on my list was so many good reviews. Even my friend Vivi had it, and she had a good review on that. And recently, I did get the Graveyard Girl collaboration with Tarte. I never worn any Tarte shadows until now.
The Christmas others. 14. I own a lot of
Number 40. I own a lot of celebrity perfumes, like the Britney Spears, both of them. I forgot what they were called, but I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about that. The Nicole Richie ones, but the Nicole Richie one called Nicole, and my favorite ones of all are the Taylor Swift Wonderstruck and Wonderstruck Enchanted, which are very sweet, and I do love sweets.
The Britneys by Taylor. 41. Even though I wear the essential
Number 41. Even though I wear the essential makeup such as foundation, concealer, and eyeshadow, the only 2 things I stay away from really are bronzers, but I used to not use them, but I've been using them for eyeshadows lately, especially when I first worn my Graveyard Girl palette. I used Sweet Tea in my outer corners, which is the bronzer in that. And I stay away from lashes. Oh yes, lashes. Lashes are the reason why I stay away from lashes are not only because I've seen so many people having such a hard time putting those on, but they are harmful for your eyes. Look it up, please. Yep. You never know if you take a look.
Thing I don't lose, but avoid. People put them on. 42. The most holy grail product I always...
Number 42. The most holy grail product I always pick up is the R&B by Lush Cosmetics. I've been using Lush since 2007, all thanks to Gondress's mom introducing me to Lush Cosmetics. But R&B has been keeping my hair from going crazy, and I always get sad when it sells out time to time due to how popular it has been, and it's been around since 2008 or 2009. Yeah, this hair is not as frizzy as it has been, all thanks to using that. And I know sooner or later I'm going to be running out, and I know I have to get another container of it. And I did suggest a YouTuber that stuff too, because she did ask for anybody to suggest anything. And that was my little suggestion to her.
Helps my hair like has been 43. My favorite authors are not
43! We're getting into books now. Yay! My favorite authors are Laura Adrian and Jim Butcher. They are known for writing a lot of fantasy / sci-fi stuff, since those are two of my favorite genres of books, because I've been an avid reader of those two genres. Laura Adrian is known for the Midnight Breed series, which the next book is coming out in a month. Yay! And Jim Butcher is known for the Dresden Files, which I'm waiting on the next book. Peace Talks, which I am waiting and been searching to see if there's any dates yet. Nothing yet. Okay. Fact number 44. How I got into the Midnight Breed series was actually interesting. As you guys remembered, the book series Vampire Academy became a movie. Well, the first book was turned into a movie, and I decided to take a look at the books due to curiosity. And when I searched for the books, the Midnight Breed series 10-book bundle was one of the results that came up. So I decided to download the 10-book bundle and started reading. I could not stop reading. I didn't want to close the book. Whatever I was using, I think I was using FS Reader, which is a book reading program for the blind. I loved it. The couples were amazing. If you guys are around my age, 30, this is a series for you. If you loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's essentially that, but even more adult version, where you meet these women with certain markings called the breed mark, and they're known as breed mates, and they have to be with this special breed of vampires that crash landed on Earth many years ago and bred with Atlanteans, which is very interesting. I can't wait for the next book. Can't wait.
Of Midnight Breed. Look and fell in love with it. 45.
Okay.
I couldn't stop myself from reading the first parent.
Okay. 45 has to deal with Jim Butcher now, and that is with his newest series I'm hoping he continues soon, which is the Aeronauts Windlass. I could not stop reading the first one, called The Cinder Spires. It was amazing, especially how the guy that the talking book library got to read was very good, and I could not turn off my digital book reader. It was that good. I like the twists and turns of the adventure, and I'm hoping Jim Butcher continues this book series. It is different and amazing. But I'm still waiting on Peace Talks.
How the twists into the closet. 46. I'd only read
46. I only read the first two songs of Fire and Ice by George R.R. Martin. Only the first two books. I don't know. I do have a lot of patience while reading, but those books were long. And I may pick up the next one and the remaining ones depending on when it'll happen. Because I kind of felt like with Lord of the Rings, it took forever for me to finish the books. But except in Lord of the Rings, in Two Towers, it got really complicated for me. I did enjoy the Hobbit movies. I did. But I will pick up the third Song of Fire and Ice movie. I mean, book.
Around to it. 47. I write fan.
Number 47. I write fan fiction. And I do post on fanfiction.net. My very first fanfiction I've ever written for that website was a Galaxy Angel fanfiction that took a dark turn.
48. I studied.
Number 48. I studied humanities as my bachelor's and as my minor, writing rhetoric during college. Number 49. I did not want to do a writing minor at first. I was originally supposed to do an exceptional education minor because I wanted to be a blind services counselor. Unfortunately, due to interference of my past counselor, she put me into writing and rhetoric, which was kind of saddening. Which brings me to my final random fact. Even though I got my bachelor's in humanities, the reason why I went for humanities because I found it interesting and the courses took into more of a multicultural aspect, which was the branch that I went through, in writing and rhetoric. I do have a writing career at the moment. I still write fanfiction. I have Nerdy Chic Universe, which I still write on WordPress and hoping to try to post more on the YouTube channel in the future. But, and of course, did I mention I still post fanfiction? Yes. And of course, having a nice surprise for mid-September that deals with writing. I won't reveal it yet. Until then. But I am going to be looking into becoming both a Braille instructor and an assistive technology / devices teacher. Because I regret not continuing my exceptional education minor despite getting A's in that minor. Yes, I got A's in 2 of the core courses. And I was about to do the technology for exceptional education course, but was taken out before I got that chance. So, I'm redeeming myself by doing what I wanted besides something that someone chose for me. And as a little advice for you people who want to go into college, especially if you're blind, follow your dreams. Don't let anybody choose what you should or should not study, because that kind of shows how the world could see the blind population as something that can do anything. So that's all 50 random facts. I know it took a bit of explanation, but hey, I got through it. So, Stellar Nan, I am tagging you if you could get 50 facts. It's like, tag, I was it, now tag, you're it. So, what's going to be up next? Well, if you guys head for my WordPress, I'm going to be doing my very last BoxyCharm in Ipsy. I know it's going to be sad to lose it, but I do have some problems, but I'll be doing that in the WordPress post. So stay tuned for that, and hoping I do a little bit more for the channel. If you guys want to see a lot more, just request. Jonna.
One face, large face, FaceNet, 0, viewfinder, image, stop recording video.